Internet drama has to be one of the most generic content on YouTube, and it's definitely lucrative to make these types of content. They are just pretty much everywhere, so much so that I think it's engraved in our genetics to be drawn by the drama. I could imagine how cavemen are having fun discussing about how somebody is cheating his wife with a goat when he's not in the cave, and I think you probably experienced some gossip and rumors during the middle school. Even kids like it. And drama definitely exists in the gacha space. Tectone is definitely the most iconic one. Whether he admits it or not, he is always in the middle of the drama. Right in the middle of the eyes of Tornado. People are watching him for the drama. He was the biggest gacha drama content creator. But right now he has been shifting his content into the mainstream. Congrats on that if you're watching Tectone. As Tectone gradually stepping away from the gacha scene, we got a pretty good amount of channels that is about to take his place, and the more successful one is this Saintontas channel. His whole channel is built upon shitting on Genshin while glazing for Wuwa. And please, just because some people from Wuwa shitting on your favorite MiHoYo game doesn't mean that they represent the whole community. While Saintontas is doing really well on shitting on Genshin and the Honkai Star Rail, but every time when he posts videos to shit on Zenless Zone Zero, there would be about dozen if not hundreds of videos ganking up on him to prove him wrong, like the HP inflation and the miasma shield incident. He got backfired more than Johnny Somali getting knuckle sandwich in the Korean prison. Dude just keep getting clowned every time when he touch on Zenless Zone Zero. Dude just simply doesn't play the game enough to form any opinion that could hold water. And it also has to do with the way he approached the content. Dude just simply came out with a conclusion first before he looked into what actually happened. Like miasma shield actually brings back a lot of mechanics that weren't that impactful, like dodge counter and the defensive assist, which is parry. And some doesn't even notice the shield and clear the boss. So his content does feels like he's just niche picking on the game that he doesn't like. And most of them are the problems that most of the gacha game has. From monetization to skin, dry patch to minigames. But when the same thing happened in the Wuwa, then everything is good for Saint. And I think a lot of people could see through that double standard. And they're definitely getting sick of it. Basically any change, any update, anything that happened in Zenless Zone Zero or any MiHoYo game that he doesn't like, they are all bad for Saint. He's like alien conspiracists. When they see anything that they couldn't understand, they would say it must be alien. Just like every time when he said the game must be bad. Oh, it's pyramid. People from the ancient time are dumb and stupid. There's no way that they could build things like that. It must be alien. Why does microwaves doesn't heat the food, it heat the plate? It must be alien. And why do I lose 50-50 for 5th time in a row with hard pity? It must be alien! So that's why he keep getting things wrong in Zenless Zone Zero, because of the bias like this, and it's called the confirmation bias. But does it mean that he's dumb, stupid, and retarded? Definitely not. And it's the other way around. I think he's definitely on the smarter side, cause he know exactly what his audience want. Basically, his audience just wanna find something to get angry with. I believe that it's possible that lots of them doesn't even play Genshin and hate on Genshin. They just wanna get mad and vibe along with the video like this so that they could enjoy this cheap power tripping in the cyberspace by being judgmental to the group of people that they don't like. He got a lot of audience like that when he talks about Genshin, and at this point the fact and truth doesn't even matter. It's the narrative that fit their belief, the belief that justify them to get mad at things on the internet. But he failed to find audience like that in Zenless Zone Zero, and the game is still fresh and new and people are still liking it. I know that the title said they need to stop, but it actually mean nothing, cause they would probably keep doing the same types of content. I wouldn't be surprised if he keep doing these types of content for the next 4 years, probably on the other game. And these types of controversial content would probably be striving even after like 1,000 years later. Controversy topics has always been the subject that would get a lot of attention, even with the most trivial thing. But I would like to talk about the subjects that this drama channel brings up a lot. The first thing I want to talk about is the ideas of talking down on other game in general, or the term scoping. They use the term as if like the game is bad but you keep playing it, haha. Like come on, do you even know the word preference? And why are there so many different genres of music? Because people simply like different things. Just because a game is not enjoyable to you doesn't mean that it's not enjoyable to other people. And I think Tectone was doing this a lot. Even though he did say you could enjoy the Genshin for being nostalgic, and then he proceeded to keep shit talking about the Genshin as if the game is inferior. I mean, like, yeah, the game is old. It may not have the most impressive gameplay and animation like what WoWa is right now, but there's absolutely nothing wrong enjoying it. And I think people enjoying it like the way that some people would enjoy the CSGO, enjoy the Minecraft, enjoy the GTA 5, or even like Fortnite, because those are like gigantic game with a lot of player that was released at the right time. And there's absolutely nothing wrong enjoying them as your comfort game, because not everyone want to play the new game all the time. And I'm not just talking about Tectone, and I'm talking about a lot of content creators that is doing this on contributing this kind of narration in the space. But I don't think that he's actually talking to the people who genuinely enjoying the Genshin, but it's because the Genshin is a really huge community, and pretty much any game with large amount of population would be able to form the toxic part of the community, because you don't need a huge portion of the population who plays the game to form a toxic part of the community. I think he's talking about those who came to his stream and actively attacking him, and he's just saying those things to piss them off. I mean, it's understandable reason, but he swing back way too hard that it hits somebody that he doesn't meant to hit. And it's even more so for people like Saintontas who actively attacking Hoyo games. It's not about the critique itself, but it's the double standard that makes his channel so obnoxious, which is also why his channel found his success, because as I said before, there are audience who like this. I think there are like some control freak women, when they see their man sitting on the couch looking comfortable and enjoying himself, she got mad with it. And that's the same energy I got from these haters and the channel like this. They just couldn't stand seeing you enjoying yourself with the game that they don't like. And it's not even about them trying to be right. It's about power tripping that their game is better than your game. Like come on, if you don't like a game, you just play other game. It's not that complicated. Or the game that you once loved, you start hating it, I don't know why, but you could have just living it for a while before you hate it, and then come back when you feels like it, and decide whether you're gonna leave it or not, cause your progression and the money that you spend are still in the account. And again, if you enjoy the game, then the experience is real, and it doesn't matter if other people think it's bad. In fact, I have also spent a month playing WoWa, and I got back to play Genshin, but I could recognize that it's a good game that doesn't fit my preference. And the other subject that brings up a lot is if the endgame content is messed up, then the game is ruined. Like every time when there are like some change on difficulties on these gacha game, these content creators would be the first who sound the alarm with all the doom posting and all the YouTube thumbnail like that, and all the clickbaity YouTube thumbnail. Like endgame content only took part like 10 to 15% of the game. I mean, if the game is bad, it's not enjoyable, then there would be no reason to play their endgame content. I don't really think that endgame content play a huge role in gacha game, yet people try to bring it up all the time. While these endgame content, especially in the MiHoYo endgame, they do give out reasonable amounts of reward, and you would only lose less than one pool if you couldn't clear the last stage of the endgame content, whether it's GU Defense, Spiral Abyss, or the Memory of Chaos. It's never about getting the reward. It's always about losing the status of being the cool kid who could clear the endgame. So it's all about your ego. And game dev is definitely monetizing out of people who couldn't control their ego. And my take is, whenever you see the endgame content that is designed to be unreasonably hard, you just don't respect the game design and don't do it. It's as simple as that, like the Stygian Onslaught in Genshin. But I think to get all the Primo Germ from this mode, it's actually reasonably hard. I personally cleared the Menace mode. It is one difficulties above the one that got you all the Primo Germ, and I can't clear the difficulties after that. And instead of getting angry about it, what's in my mind was like, oh, this is the content for the whale. Or those who are like really good at the game, but I just got all my Primo Germ. I think I would just move on. I mean, like in the end, the game is all about having fun with it. I have never really hated the game. If I got bored of it, I would have just walked away and play other game. I don't keep playing it until I hated it. And yeah, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and sub, and see ya guys.